If you like what I make and want to help out the channel, make sure you subscribe to it, turn on notifications, leave a like on the video below, and comment as well. Thanks for your support, guys.
Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko, another video for you guys. And before one of you guys, I forgot what your name is, comments down below, oh, this was pre-recorded. Yes, I'm out of town all week. Did you guys notice that? Because all these videos have been pre-recorded because I had some things I had to get done outside of the house. I'm not even home. I haven't been home for a week. I might be home later tonight. I don't know yet. But yeah, this is pre-recorded. I was like, either you guys miss me for a full week or you guys don't notice that I'm gone. So I sat down, recorded a bunch of videos, and that's what you guys got this week. I'm sure you guys didn't even notice unless I said something. Maybe you did. Anyway, let's get into this video, which is the premiere of Top 5 Thursday. What is Top 5 Thursday, Gekko? Great question. Top 5 Thursday is every Thursday, hopefully, we will have a video that is a top 5 something. And the goal of it is to get you to play the game in a better way that will make you have more fun, understand the game better, and make better choices in game. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that I'm not here to tell you exactly what to do. I am not going to tell you these are the perfect steps. I've seen a few videos of like the perfect start. I've seen a couple of videos of how to perfectly level up your commanders and stuff like that. But one thing I've noticed is that every person has a little bit of a different way they like to play games. And I'm not here to tell you how you should play your game. If you decide on your first week to spend $10,000 in the game and grow up to be like a huge player, cool. If you decide you're gonna play, just use all your speed ups, all your resources, anything just to push as much as you can, cool. If you decide you're not gonna spend it all, you're gonna save all your speed ups, all your resources, everything, and grow slowly, cool. You can choose whichever way you want. But this list of top 5 beginners growth priorities are things that you should consider as the things that you should do in order to grow more efficiently and better, to make your gaming experience better. The 5th priority, the lowest priority in my list, is the scout camp. Now, the scout camp is one of these buildings where the more you level it, you can get more scouts out, they are much faster, and they explore a bigger territory. Now, when you start the game, you have a fogged out map, and you really don't want to be wasting any time getting your scouts out exploring the fog. The fog has so many important things. Tribal villages, I think there's like 1,000 of them on the map. Mysterious caves, some of them with a high level of like a gift, and you get like a level 3 treasure, which is super dope. You get passes, you have all the halls, all the everything, right? You have everything right there that your scouts can go around looking for it essentially for free. And when you click on it, you get cool stuff. You get speed ups, you get resources, you get quests done by just showing up on like an altar or something like that, which opens up the fog a little bit more. You can get all sorts of things, but you must level up your scout camp in order to make it more efficient. I think that a good level to perhaps stop might be level 11, where you get your 3rd scout. The next bump in the scouts is pretty much non-existent, so it's kind of a waste of time, I think. Maybe if you want to make a case on where you should stop, if not level 11, maybe it would be on level 13, where you have the 9x9 and there's like 2 more levels to go. The thing is, this building is super cheap to upgrade. As you guys can see, it only takes a little bit of time. But if you have downtime, then you can go ahead and do it, and we'll talk about this downtime a little bit more. I think the scouts are super useful. They're also useful for war, for scouting players, flags, castles, whatever, not tiles, whatever you want. So I think as a 5th priority, you should keep in mind the level of this building and continuously send your scouts out to explore the map. Number 4 top priority has to do with your academy, and more specifically with what you're researching. When you go into the economic technology tree, you have 2 very, very important researches: Masonry and writing. These essentially give you increased building speed in your city and give you 15% building speed and 10% research speed. Now, if we go and start going around, we might be able to find, I honestly haven't even looked through it yet, but as you can see, you have engineering, which further increases the building speed. Now, at some point, this might be worth unlocking. However, you know, for the 35% that you can get out of it, that's not a bad bang for your buck. Specifically, like level 4, you're already at a 10%. But these, as you can see, grow your power very, very quickly. So I'm assuming these are expensive researches. You should focus, of course, in the beginning, only on writing and masonry. Make sure those are maxed out ASAP because it's free time. The only thing in this game you cannot get back, or in life in general, by the way, is time that passed. Yes, you have speed ups where you can speed up time, but time that passed, you can never get back. So you want to make sure that every minute that passes and you're either idle or playing the game, things are happening. Masonry and writing will make your wait time smaller, will make the amount of time you got to wait per building and per research much smaller. Super worth it. I think this is one of the fourth priority, right? The fourth priority is one of the most important things. Make sure you have the building, make sure you have the research, and maybe it's worth it for you to also go towards engineering in the next one, but slow and steady, my friend. When you get to that level, you're already beyond the beginner. This ties into my third priority. Here's the deal. When you level up your city hall, and spoiler alert, number one priority is obviously city hall. Everyone has said it before. I've said it before, so you guys know this, but still, when you're upgrading your city hall, the city hall has buildings that it requires you to level up in order to level it. And if I'm not mistaken, Academy appears, I'm right now with Castle City Hall 18, and I've seen Academy appear, I think twice, maybe 3 times along the way. So what ended up happening with me is that I neglected the level of my Academy and ended up getting to situations where I had to wait for a building to finish, stop what I was doing, progressing for my city hall, upgrade my Academy so I can continue researching. Very big no-no. Make sure that during your downtimes, you always have your Academy level going up as much as you can. If you're going to use speed ups to do it, that works as well. If you want to wait it out, wait for some downtime. I'll explain what downtime means once we get to the city hall priority, which is priority number 1. But anyway, make sure you got your Academy level. You're always researching. You're never stuck in a situation where you can't research because your Academy level is too low, okay? Always have researches ready to go. Never have it idle. This also ties into the second priority, which is the tier 3s and tier 4 researches. Yes, I did tell you in priority number 4 that you should do economic buildings for building and research, but it's also super important, and a higher priority is to get right here to the bad boys tier 3s and of course the bad boys in tier 4s, which I haven't gotten there yet. Once you get to tier 3s, most alliances will accept you to a certain extent. Of course, you need to have a little more power for some of them and stuff like that, but the standard level of fighting is tier 3s, tier 4s, and tier 5s. So essentially, you want to make sure you're pushing tier 3 researches, and this all ties in together, right? Because without the Academy level, you can't do it, and without the building and research speed, specifically the research speed, it'll take you much more time. So you got to kind of play with it, these 3 priorities, which all revolve around the Academy, to ensure you have the best balance. You get to tier 3s as soon as possible, you level up your Academy so you continuously research, and your building and research speed researches are maxed out so you get the best bang for your buck. Now, the number 1 priority, I've already said it a million times, every YouTuber has said it at least 10 times, and that is level up your city hall. City hall runs the show. Every building you build has to be towards the city hall. Now, one of the things that I definitely want to make sure you guys are aware of is that you don't need to have all your secondary, tertiary, fourth buildings on the same level, right? You can see my quarry is level 18 because the tavern needs to be level 18 in order for for the freaking wall to be level 18, which mine will be in 11 minutes. And then I need to wait another 12 hours or speed this up in order to get my level 19 city hall. But anyway, these quarries are levels like nothing. These lumber mills are level nothing, and this one's 16. This one's farm 17, and these are level nothing. Don't waste your time on those. Make sure you're building towards the city hall. Now, I've said this term before, downtime. What is downtime? At some point, you will get to a situation where you have 2 builders. In general, one of the tips that I can give you is that, and it's not a priority because it depends on how you want to do things. If you are someone who says, screw it, I want to have 2 builders ASAP, don't waste your time, take your gems, buy VIP, get to VIP 6, you have 2 builders, done deal. The other way you can do it is by going into the shop and you have the 2-day scrolls where you get a secondary builder for 2 days for 150 gems. Yes, this might potentially be more lucrative, but the one downfall with this is that if the scroll only has 7 hours left and you have an 8-hour building, it will not build. So you might get to a point where you waste hours, specifically if you get to a point where your buildings are a day or more, then this will be quite useless because you can only use it one time for one building, and then that's that. So I'm not a fan of this thing. Someone commented, don't waste your gems on VIP. Again, to each their own. I liked the idea of being VIP 6. What I did is I used my 4 free 2-day secondary building scrolls, and then I upgraded to level 6. That's what I did. What is downtime? When you have 2 builders, you can see right here. This is a perfect example. My wall has about 10 minutes left, but the second building I need in order to upgrade the city hall, no, not this, sorry. In order to upgrade the city hall, forget about the resources, right? That hurts, but I need these 2 to be done. And guess what? If I'm gonna wait this out, I have in between these 2 a 12-hour and about 25-minute downtime. It means that I'll have 1 builder who cannot progress with city hall. This is when you use this 1 builder in order to upgrade buildings around your city. I personally said that I think that you should have your scout level up. In my opinion, what I want to do is as soon as I have some downtime, I want to upgrade my castle because I want to have bigger rallies. I might, if I decide to use speed ups, I might go ahead and upgrade my academy as well. Maybe, I don't know, get a little hospital to a higher level because my hospitals are a little low. But I have 12 hours of what's called downtime. So the number 1 priority you have to remember is City Hall is king. Any downtime you can use in builders downtime, you can use for all these different things, for all these different buildings. One cool trick that I found out is that you can teleport with troops inside your reinforcements, right? This is a small tip that I'll talk about it again in future videos. So when your alliance center is at a decent level, you can take a lot of troops and you can perhaps help friends relocate somewhere. So what you do is if you have a fight that you want to get into, everyone reinforces you are the only one who relocates, and then everyone gets out and they're all out there. Saves the march, right? But for now, focus on City Hall, City Hall, City Hall, City Hall, and any downtime, plan it whichever way you want. Personally, again, scout level, scout camp is pretty important. I want to have a bigger rally. I made sure I have researches in the academy level, and that's it. Let's recap really quickly. Priority number 5 is the tavern, the scout camp. The scout camp, I can't even explain any more than I did. You know, you want to make sure you have the 3 scouts. You want to make sure you're fogging out exploring the fog as much as possible. That's pretty much that. That's priority number 5. Priority number 4, the building and research speed researches. So that is masonry and writing right here. 15% building speed and 10% research speed. These 2 right here. Priority number 3, which ties into all this, make sure your academy level is always continuously growing with you so you don't have downtime research-wise. You don't want to get to a point where you have to use like gems or tons of speed ups to, well, If you have gems, you can just click and that's it. You don't need a builder. But it's expensive. I wouldn't do that. Priority number 2, tier 3, tier 4 researches. Make sure you're pushing. Once you have tier 3s, most fights are open for you. You can start trying to get into bigger, stronger alliances. And again, priority number 1, baby, City Hall. Because after all these things require City Hall to grow. In order to get to tier 4s, you need City Hall 21, I think. And in order to unlock tier 3s, I think you need City Hall 16. So yeah, you wanna start, you wanna get going, okay? These are my top 5 growth priorities for beginners. These are things you should keep in mind as a beginner in this game when you're building your strategy on how to play the game. These are things that you should think about specifically probably until like my level, which is castle level 18-ish. You might want to consider these priorities, and after that, of course, it depends where you are, it depends how much money you're spending, it depends which alliance you're in. Maybe you're in an alliance that gets into a lot of fights and it's worth it for you to spend gems in order to plow through some tier 3s to have a good army. I don't know, to each their own. Let me know in the comment below if any of these priorities in your opinion are not good. Which ones would you replace with what? Would you maybe replace the order of these priorities? I'd like to hear from you guys. I'd like to get the feedback from you guys because a lot of you guys are better players than me. So leave me a comment down below. If you like this video, hit that subscribe, hit that like button. And of course, as I was about to say and I mixed my words, subscribe down below. Hit that bell so you get the notifications. If you want to talk to me throughout the week, throughout the day, like on a day-to-day basis, stuff like that. Twitter is where you'll find me. Instagram is where you'll find me. Links down below. I'm the Gekko. I'm out of here. Guys, thank you very, very much for all your support. You guys are awesome. Awesome. I've been seeing the views go up. I've been seeing a lot of new people commenting. Don't be shy. Comment down below. Say hi. And yeah, until the next time, peace.